Summer is my favorite time of year in the mountains of Colorado. The rivers begin to rise and the wildflowers replace what was once covered with snow. Summer is a time when we come alive and pack our weekends with outdoor adventures that lead to cherished experiences. So my dad and my sister went hiking maybe 2 days ago, and as they were driving out, they said that they saw an insane amount of columbines on the side of the road off of this trail. And so we just came back now 2 days later. I have the kids and Brian and my dad is here, and it is incredible. It's like literally hundreds of purple and white columbines just everywhere. It might be kind of hard to see, but literally any flower you see out there, that's all columbines. It's incredible. Hey, Dad, have you ever seen columbines like this before?
Never. 30
Never?
years living here and never. They're usually just 2 to 4, and we're seeing hundreds.
It's incredible. They're all up the hill. It's hard to see in the camera, but they're just like peppering the hill. Rosie, come here. Rosie. Freeze. Hi, Rouse. Hi, Rosie.
Look there.
Wow, wow, wow!
Is there another one? Is that what you saw?
Yeah, that's what he saw.
Good eyes. Good eyes, Levi. He's just standing there.
Yeah, I'm taking the break from that bird.
Look at him looking at us. Wow. Hey, buddy. I think we should name him. What do you guys name him?
Weird horn. Weird horn.
Weird
funny because that's really kind of where we found the other one too, wasn't it?
Let me see.
Oh, coolest.
Big 4x.
That's awesome. For as long as I can remember, my dad has been going on early morning hikes, sometimes getting up at 3 a.m. to see the sunrise from the top of a mountain. More recently, in the last several years, my husband and my sister joined my dad on these adventures. They return with stories of steep inclines and pictures of deer, elk, or moose looking on as they reach the summit and complete the task they set out to do that morning. Although I was outdoors a lot as a child, riding horses and raising sheep and a steer for 4-H, hiking was an activity that I avoided. For a long time, I struggled to see the joy in achieving these feats. However, when I'm honest with myself, these hikes are out of my comfort zone, and I have learned to retreat instead of pursuing this opportunity for growth. Getting up early, planning childcare, the possibility of encountering a predator, the cold air of the morning going up, and the hot temperatures that settle in on the way down. These are all things that are still outside of my comfort zone. As I have continued my personal growth journey in other areas of my life, I realized that this activity that I've actively avoided could be a major stepping stone for me as I heal from past traumas and find healing. Back in 2020, I told my therapist that going on a hike by myself gives me great anxiety. Starting today in 2024, I would like to overcome this fear. This hike with my dad and Brian was the beginning of that intentional journey, and although I'm nervous as hell, I'm more excited to see where it leads. Maybe one day being alone on the mountainside won't seem so scary, if only I allow myself the chance to step out of my comfort zone. Love you. Love you. Bye. Okay. Get comfortable in here. Oh God, getting bit. Hi. Hi everyone. So my name is Kylie thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I hope it was entertaining, and I hope that you want to follow along for more videos to come. I just sat down to film this intro probably for like what feels like 75 times. It's just things keep coming up, or like keep getting all bit up by bugs, and or I'm just, I don't know, feeling insecure about like how I said something. But I really wanted to sit down here and film this intro because I am with my family right now at a family reunion in South Fork, Colorado, deep in the woods next to the river. And we just spent about the last 2.5, 3 hours just floating down the river. So now everyone is kind of just taking a break, just relaxing, and I really just wanted to come out here and take a moment to film this. So you might be wondering why I am starting this channel. Just for a little bit of context, so I, over the last 3 years, have been working on pursuing an MBA, specifically in sustainability, through Bard College. And this MBA program, I just graduated in May, but this MBA program was not only transformational for me from a career standpoint, it was absolutely transformational for me from like as a person too. I had the absolute privilege of learning from so many different perspectives and taking deep dives into topics that I never thought I would. And it really has changed the way I think and approach things now, just in general, and how I interact with people and nature and the environment. And so just a little bit about me. I grew up in a small town in Colorado, and I was outside all the time in nature. I rode horses, I did 4-H, and so I raised like lambs and a steer, and my brother and sister raised pigs, and we were just always outside. And then by the time college came, or time to go to college, I moved to Denver and really became accustomed to city life, and that's where I've been living ever since. And we'll come up and visit my parents in the mountains, or up here, like for example, but there hasn't I really kind of withdrew from actively seeking out going outside and enjoying nature in the way that I did when I was younger. And so just growing accustomed to city life, like I said, I don't necessarily seek that out. My husband likes to go hiking, and my sister goes hiking, and my daughter joins them every once in a while, but I tend to stay back. And just to wrap this back to the sustainability program, I kind of drew this parallel, or this conclusion, that I know that this, what I'm getting ready to say, is definitely not the sole reason why. Let me just get into it. So I truly believe that part of the reason, not all of it, but part of the reason why our society is so comfortable exploiting the environment and people and nature itself without thinking twice is because we as a society have become disconnected from nature. I have seen that many people and corporations have this mindset of nature is here to serve me. And as I have been in the last year and a half, it's been about a year and a half, almost 2 years now, I have become very interested in my heritage and learning more about that. And so I've been kind of seeing these things and themes pop up where I really think that we have, as a society, disconnected from nature, unlike our ancestors did. They worked with the environment, and it was like this symbiotic relationship. And you might be thinking, like, ancestors, like, yes, they're 200 years ago, 300 years ago, 500 years ago, even 1,000 years ago, there was still like this exploitative, is that a word? Exploitative feeling to nature, but or feeling towards nature, but in general, from the sources that I have been exploring, that is one of the conclusions that I've come to, and I would like it to make it my goal to do two things with this channel. I'm just going to make sure it's still recording. Hold on. Yep, we're good. Ouch. Can't sit on this. Whew. Out of here, fly. So with, come on, fly. So with that being said, I am very interested in exploring two things with this channel. As a city girl, I would like to reconnect with nature. Not just go for a hike and check it off the bucket list, or, you know, go somewhere overseas and like check that off the bucket list. Like I want to truly learn what it means to connect with nature and just really connect and see how it supports us. I mean, without nature and the environment, all of these things that we do would not be possible. So that might be a little vague. I don't necessarily know exactly what that means yet, but I guess that's part of the fun of why I'm creating this channel, is because I want to get outside more and reconnect. Along the same vein of reconnecting, and I mentioned this a little bit, I teased a little bit a few minutes ago, but I am very interested in reconnecting with my heritage and what my ancestors did, how they approached things, what kind of traditions they had, and while my family definitely has carried on some traditions, and I'll learn different parts from different parts of my family, I still feel like I don't exactly know much about my heritage, and that saddens me a little bit, and I do not, I in no way blame that on my parents, and I'm not saying that it was their responsibility to teach me the traditions and the stories from before my time, but because I am pretty motivated and curious to do this, I would like this channel also to be something where I am exploring reconnecting with my heritage and my ancestors. So both of those things, oh, I might sneeze. Both of those things I think I described are pretty vague. Again, because I don't know exactly what I'm doing with that, or I think it's truly going to be, gosh, this fly is like all about me. It's pretty vague, but I think that might be part of the fun. And I think there could be a lot of you out there that might have similar feelings and might not know where to start. And so I thought it could be fun to film this. So film this journey. So if you would like to follow along, please hit the subscribe button. And I'll post videos every so often about the adventures we have and my family has, and then also just things I learn along the way in terms of reconnecting with nature and my heritage. But, gosh, these flies. Yeah. So if you have any suggestions or comments or likes or anything like that, please feel free to comment below, and we'll start a conversation. I'm excited to see where this will lead. So yeah, again, I am Kylie. I'm excited you're here, and I hope you stay along for the ride. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Okay, so I know I just said bye, but I was just walking back to the house, and I was coming up to this meadow that I walked through to get to where I was sitting, and I literally just had my dad's voice in the back of my head. Every single time we come to a meadow, my dad immediately goes, "The meadow!" Just like in Bambi. So I cannot help myself. I have to do this. I hope you can see it. I don't even know if it's level, but... Okay, now I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for hanging out. Bye!